Well, hello there everyone. It has been quite some time since I've made a legitimate Young Justice video. I apologize. That is why Nightwing is in the intro, because so many of you love my Young Justice videos, so I know I've been depriving you guys, but I have a new one for you guys, and this one's not the most happy of subjects, but, I think a lot of people have been asking me this question over and over, so I figured I might as well address it. And that question is, will Young Justice ever come back? Is it returning? Is it dead? What's going on? Any new updates? Blah, blah, blah. So, I'm just going to wrap all of that up into one video for you guys. First off, no. There are no updates on Young Justice. There has not been a single update since Season 2 was canceled. The only thing that we've gotten that was a glimmer of hope was the Young Justice crossover with Teen Titans Go, which I thought was kind of funny compared to most of the episodes, but still not really a proper return to the Young Justice crew. So, I mean, you guys know, you've seen it. So, will it return? That's the question on everyone's mind. And as far as returning as a TV show, I'd say I'm 99% sure that it will never return, and here's why. Warner Brothers owns DC, okay? DC makes the cartoons. DC then sends the cartoons to Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network has to like it or get enough views from it in order to continue it. Now, as soon as Young Justice Season 2 is canceled, so many people voice their opinions. DC knows that we want more Young Justice. That's why they put it in Teen Titans Go. We also, Cartoon Network, obviously they know, because their Facebook page got trolled to no end. And it's not really, I'm pretty sure it's not Cartoon Network's fault because, they've got a new president now, and I just don't think it would be their fault because there were shows not doing as good as Young Justice, and considering the irregular schedule that Young Justice had, it was doing pretty good, honestly. I think it was about 2 million views per episode or something like that, which for its time slot and again the irregular schedule, that wasn't too bad. But Warner Brothers is the problem here. You see, DC definitely wants to continue Young Justice. Why? Well, DC loves to continue everything else that's popular. I mean, just look at what they've done, Batman the Animated Series, their like landmark animated series. They've still, come up with stuff for that, new toys, which is crazy. And Batman Beyond, they've still got comics for him coming out because he's so popular. The Justice League stuff, people still love that, and they had like a comic series of that. I don't know if they've really done anything else with it though. And, just stuff like that. They keep stuff alive that people like, typically. And they would love to do it, I'm sure. I mean, a lot of people like Young Justice, including a lot of DC people, so it would make sense for them to want to continue it, not to mention so many people liked it. Problem is, Warner Brothers has a death grip on everything, and I'm going to be making a rant on Warner Brothers and everything that they've done very soon. So be on the lookout for that. I will go into more details as to exactly what kind of company they are in case you don't already know. But they are what's keeping Young Justice dead, basically. For some reason or another, they do not want Young Justice back. And if they say no, that's the end of it. Now, you guys got to keep in mind, Young Justice is not the most popular series that they've canceled. They canceled Batman the Animated Series, you guys. They canceled it. If that says anything. Now, you might look at Batman the Animated Series and say, well, it had 4 seasons, and it doesn't seem like it got canceled, but it did. You see, because the way they do things at Warner Brothers is that they say, okay, we're going to give you 1 season of so many episodes, do your thing. That's what they do. And then when the season's over, then they're like, okay, we're going to renew you or you're done. That's how it works. Now, you couldn't tell with their younger animated series, like with Batman, well, I guess older, I don't know, however you want to look at it, Batman the Animated Series, Superman, etc., you couldn't really tell because those were made episodically, and they didn't really start making overarching story arcs until the Justice League cartoon. And the reason for that is because that's just not how cartoons were done back then. So that's why. And I would love if they did another Batman the Animated Series with an overarching story, or maybe just in the same style they did it back then with the same team. That'd be awesome, by the way. But anyway, let's get back to the point. So, if they canceled stuff like Batman the Animated Series, they're not going to bring back Young Justice, guys. I'm sorry. They're just not going to. Now, I have made other videos about this and saying, well, if they don't make a third season, how could they possibly bring it back? And there's several ways. But the problem is that they did have comics for Young Justice, and those could have continued. However, the sales were not there for those comic books, which sucks because it was written by the same people, and it basically just added in more story and content in between the gaps of episodes and time skips and all that stuff. So, as far as comics, I seriously doubt that there will be another one. Now, like I said, they have made several for Batman Beyond long after it's been gone. So, will they make one for Young Justice? I'd say eventually, yes. Another thing that we have to consider is that we are in the day and age where when we like something, we voice our opinion, and typically that makes a difference. Now, it doesn't seem to have made a difference for Young Justice, but it did get it in Teen Titans Go, which is saying something. I mean, that usually doesn't happen. Nowadays, we can petition and we can do Kickstarters and all that stuff, and usually, companies will go for that and they'll be like, okay, yeah, if you guys want another one, we'll give you another one. We hear you. So as far as that goes, I mean, yeah, it could happen that way. The problem is that we've already tried that and we're still here, and we haven't accomplished anything. So Warner Brothers, as long as they've got their death grip on the series, coming back as a TV series is a no. An animated movie, maybe. That would be really cool if they made an animated movie. That would be my personal preference for it to come back, aside from a third season, obviously. I think that would give a proper send-off and everybody would be happy, invasion of Darkseid, blah, blah, blah. And I hope that they do that. But aside from that, the toys didn't sell well, the comics didn't sell well. So, even though Young Justice is popular, they didn't market it right, and because of that, because of their stupidity in handling of Young Justice, it collapsed. And, well, I mean, it was still doing good, honestly. It still could have kept going, but it could have been way more popular if they just wouldn't have handled it so stupidly. And B, Warner Brothers, they're just a bunch of dicks, honestly. They are. Warner Brothers has caused so many problems this generation. I kid you not, they have. But, again, I'll get into that more in the next video. So if you want to hear more about that, be sure to check in. But, that's really all I had to say for this video. I know it's kind of depressing to say that Young Justice is probably not coming back, but it's been 3 years. We've heard nothing. So I figured I would just make this video for you guys. It's not impossible. I'm not saying that it's never going to come back in some way or form, because a lot of stuff has come back over the years, and that's just the nature of it. Now we're getting like Fuller House and a reboot of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and all this other stuff that's like really old from the 90s that's coming back. So maybe it could happen one day. I don't know. And there was that supposed live action Young Justice, but I doubt that's going to happen now with the Teen Titans. So we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, comment below, let me know your thoughts. If you want Young Justice to come back, or if you're just a huge fan of Young Justice, or I don't know, maybe you just liked my video, make sure to drop a thumbs up. If you like things about DC Comics, and I am making videos about Batman Arkham Knight as well, be sure to subscribe and check those out. And yeah, that's all I had for now. Just tell me below your thoughts, any ways you want it to come back. And if you like what you've seen, check out some of the videos I've linked. Anyway, that is all I messed up the outro there. That is all I had for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys later.